got the engineer coming into the room.
What's the matter? It's the air conditioning.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
That's right.
What are you doing?
Make it a colder
You were warm.
What? Yeah.
What are you going to do?
So I just turned the system down a little bit.
Oh, is that going to affect the new air conditioner?
No, that's the other one.
No, but why don't we use the other one?
That's on.
Why don't you make it a little... It's not working.
How does that work? What controls that?
Who controls that one?
There's a unit in the other room, and it gets turned on every morning for you.
Oh, so it is on.
Yeah, it's on.
So how come it's not cooler in here?
It feels pretty cool.
I don't want it to be icy cold. I just wanted to just have a little air circulating, that's all.
Okay.
Oh, you forgot to turn down that air conditioner.
No, that was turned down. I just turned it down a little more.
Turn on.
How come it's not cool?
Why isn't it cool? I can't control the limit. I tried to turn it down.
I just turned it down some more.
Having a good time?
To 30 degrees Celsius. Or would you prefer Fahrenheit?
All right, thank you, Scott.
You're welcome.
Thanks for turning down the air.
Let me go light a
Is it warm
cigarette.
in there?
How many cigarettes have you smoked today already?
6. At once.
How many? Come on, be honest. You know.
About
Be honest. Just be honest for once.
Probably about
6?
7.
6 or 7 already.
That's in the studio.
No.
How many in the car?
I only have one in the car.
Only one? So that's 7.
And you have one when you get up.
No.
That's 8.
I never do that.
You only smoke when you get in the car.
I'm trying to cut down. I wait till I get in the car.
I'm sure there were times when he's sitting around, he has a cup of coffee or something, he has a cigarette when he wakes up.
Sure.
Well, when I'm home.
Yeah.
Oh.
When I'm
No, when I'm not going
doing
to work.
my work routine.
I get up, I take a shower, I get in the car, and I go to work. I mean, then I have a cigarette.
On the weekend, I put on my ascot and smoke.
My smoking jacket, yes.
Can we put up a blackboard in his studio and have him keep score, like, you know...
Yeah, every time he smokes a cigarette, he makes a little
marking?
I'm up to number 15 for those of you who are counting. I tried to smoke in the shower, but I can't find a waterproof cigarette. I tried to tie a plastic bag around my cigarettes, but it didn't work.
Actually, the cigarette will light, but the matches get wet.
Right. Why can't they make a water-retardant paper?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
My lungs are worn out. I love to smoke, though. I'll smoke to my last day, which could be tomorrow. And when my lungs get too filled with tar, I stand on my head and let the tar run out through my nose. All right, I've completed my board. Bring me another board. That's 6 to 7 a.m. This is the 6 to 7 o'clock hour. How many cigarettes I smoked? That would be 137.
Howard's now holding up this paper with all these little slash marks on it.
If cigarettes were nails, I could have built the Brooklyn Bridge. I'm so addicted. I might as well face it. I'm addicted to smoke.
What do you love more, food or cigarettes?
Food.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then,
I know.
we'll take away your money for cigarettes. You only have money for food.
Okay.
How'd you get that scar on your chin? I never asked you that.
When I was a little kid,
Smoking. A match accidentally hit my face before I was skilled in the ways of smoking. I was opening up a cigarette pack and I hit myself in the chin accidentally.
I think when I was like 5 or 6, I fell off a bicycle.
On
my way to the
store
to get cigarettes. Smoking, yeah.
What age did you start smoking?
I was looking for my cigarettes.
What age did you start smoking?
In the womb.
17 or 18.
What?
17, 18.
Oh, really? You were a late bloomer.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Well, he's making up for lost time.
Yeah. But if you count the amount of cigarettes I've smoked, it would be the same as if I had started when I was 3.
No, in the womb.
In the womb.
Mother had cigarette burns on her thigh. I'm thinking of cutting back because last night I coughed up 2 toes. I was 17 when I began smoking, and before that, I chewed my tobacco.
I gotta go.
Did you ever chew tobacco?
No.
No? You sure?
I ate it.
He swallowed. Ding.
You ever light up 2 cigarettes at the same time, not realizing, like you had one going in the ashtray? Oh, that's a lie.
Stop lying.
I've seen you do it.
We've all done that. No, I don't.
I've done that, and I was a smoker.
Everybody's done it.
You've never done that. Accidentally light up another cigarette while you're in the middle of the other one.
I've seen him with a lit one in each pocket.
Right.
winter's coming up. That's a great time for smoking because you're mostly indoors. And
You keep all the smoke trapped
It's a great
in.
activity.
Wonderful.
it's my winter sport.
Yeah.
During the summer, the weather's so nice, it feels bad to smoke. But in the winter, it's great to smoke.
It's invigorating.
It's warming.
It's warming. You know, it cuts down the...
Cuts down on my oil bills.
Yeah.
Weren't you reading the ratings or something?
Yes. I was reading the ratings. I don't know why you guys insist on making fun of my smoking. It's not funny.
It's a terrible addiction.
Does it bother you when we make fun of your smoking?
Why should it bother me?
Oh.
Why should it bother
It
me?
gives me a reason to smoke.
I'll now go back and have another cigarette.
But you act like I'm the only person in the world that smokes.
You're the only one we know.
You know, I started using a cigarette holder, but people told me I look stupid.
It takes too long. It gets in the way of smoking time.
Putting the cigarette in the holder cuts down on my need for nicotine.
It takes too long for the smoke to get to me.
That's right. I don't want anything between me and my smoke.
If I could rip off the filter, I would.
You ever smoke non-filters?
No.
I never did.
No, never did
I
that.
want the paper caught on my lips.
It's uncivilized.
You know, it's like...
Low tar.
It's the same reason I don't drive a stick shift. If innovation's ever made, why go backward?
I don't smoke with I don't drive with a stick shift because that would take away from being able to hold a cigarette and put it in the ashtray at the same time with all the shifting going on.
Shifting cuts down on my smoking.
That's right.
It bothers my smoking hand.
That's right. The other day, I was walking down the street, and I saw a building on fire, so I walked close to it and sucked in the smoke.
And then I lit a cigarette.
It was a
I
free...
used the fire of the house to light the cigarette.
That's right. And the smoke from the building was like a free cigarette.
I have a funny story once. One time, I saw a Buddhist monk light himself on fire. So I walked up with a cigarette in my mouth and said, "Got a light?"
I love cigarettes. First I love food and then cigarettes.
But I'm never without cigarettes.
I made some muffins made out of cigarettes.
I once had a muffin made out of cigarettes.
I make tobacco brownies.
Okay.
I stuffed my turkey with filters.
That's right. The other day, I made a cigarette pie. It was delicious, brown and crusty on the outside, and tobacco on the inside.
You my Popeye now?
I love to smoke more than any person on the planet. I will challenge any of your listeners to a smoke-off.
I love my smoke.
Do you blow smoke rings and stuff? Do you have like when I smoke, it was
time with that.
I would pull in and then
What is
always
that,
two.
that French curl?
Do you do French curl?
I'm way beyond that.
Oh yeah, what do you do? You must be able to do some cool
No,
stuff.
I don't do anything.
No, you
I can
smoke.
inhale through my ears.
He's not even creative with his
I'm
cigarette.
a straight smoker.
Hey, I'm a serious smoker.
Watch the
I
smoke
don't play
come out of
with
my
smoke.
ears.
You're right. Kenneth Keith.
Look at the beautiful stains
I
on
mean,
my nails.
it's just funny that you never got into some of the intricacies of smoking for a guy who's done it that
Yeah,
much.
you know, you might want to sit back every once in a while and play with the smoke.
Maybe I was a teenager I did it, but
Maybe I was a teenager.
But then I matured.
then I matured and I don't play
Who
with my
needs to
smoke.
play with their smoke?
I matured, so maybe I don't...
I got serious about smoking.
Smoking is not a video game.
If only I had gotten serious about my career like I did about smoking.
I am good at one thing, smoking.
Smoking.
Smoking is my career.
The engineering is a part-time thing. Smoking is full-time. You know who my favorite people in history are, of course?
Who?
The Indians who taught the pilgrims to grow tobacco. I love those redskins.
My heroes.
My heroes. He always talks to the monitor.
Yeah. He can't, you know, he's so used to holding a cigarette in those lips,
right.
he can't move them.
That's right.
And he also thinks he's trying to look cool, so he never moves his mouth much.
Yeah,
You ever notice
it
that?
stays like this. It
So
never,
it
the
never
lips
moves.
never move.
It's never move.
My lips never move.
My lips never move. I like to talk in a very strict fashion.
Too much work to move my lips.
It's a funny thing. When I look back on my life, I I realize I set my cigarettes on fire, but I certainly didn't set the world on fire.
Ironic, ain't it?
I got work to do.
I gotta be honest, I've got work to do. You know, from all this nicotine, my fingers are as yellow as Judge Ito. Why couldn't I be a lawyer?
From the wrists up, I'm Japanese.
That's it. Bye.
Goodbye.
I'm going to have a cigarette.
I need a cigarette after all the tension in the room.
I hate that stuff. Cuts down on my smoking time.
If it wasn't for work, I could smoke constantly.
Work interrupts my smoking.
Life would be one long cigarette.